Hey, Kimmy, you okay to talk?
Hey, Danny. Oh, what's up? Yeah, no problem. Kinda unusual for you to be texting this late at night. Are you on the bus coming home or something?
Yeah, I had something urgent to convey to you, so I figured I shouldn't waste any time.
Something urgent? What's up?
A local guy contacted me earlier this morning. Apparently, my ex-wife was seen snooping around her house the other day.
Seriously? You mean Sandy? She was snooping around here? Why? Kinda weird.
I really don't know. It's been 5 years since we broke up. What the hell would she want now?
How did she even find out where we lived, for God's sake?
Yeah, well, we're all high school classmates. This is a pretty small community. She probably picked it somewhere along the way. Didn't you used to exchange line messages with Sandy way back when?
Yeah, about 4 years ago, I met her at a high school reunion. She approached me, wanting to exchange line IDs for old time's sake. She was really friendly and all, figured it wouldn't hurt. Actually, haven't heard from her since.
Right, but maybe we should be vigilant? I have no idea what her motives are. Not sure if she'll approach you directly or through a friend. I have no idea, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'll have my brother come over and stay with us. He's doing remote work, so he's pretty flexible work-wise.
Yeah, good idea. He's a good dude. Just got to my stop. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, take care.
Hey, Kimmy! Been a while. Ever since that class reunion. Looks like you're living in a pretty nice house. Pretty nice setup since you married my ex-husband, Danny. You did pretty good for yourself. When he was with me, he couldn't make a cent, but now... My God, he really did all right for himself. When he was with me, he was practically penniless. Couldn't even afford to take me on an overnight trip to the beach.
Oh my God! I didn't think you would actually contact us.
Yeah? So what?
We had a heads up from various people that you were snooping around our house. I sort of shrugged it off, but just in case, I checked my security camera.
Security camera? Are you serious?
Yeah, I was out shopping. I'm sure you timed it that way. And what do you know? I see you snooping around and even peering into the window of our home like some burglar.
Bustin', huh? Oh well.
According to the camera footage, it seems you're snooping around once every 2 or 3 days. The neighbors were real suspicious. I really wish you would just stop.
Yeah, well, I'm kinda enjoying myself, to be honest.
What is it you want? I mean, it's been 5 years since you divorced Danny. And I haven't seen you since that reunion 4 years ago. What's up?
If I didn't want something, I wouldn't have contacted you.
Okay then. Come on. Say what you have to say and let's get this over with.
Hold your horses. You were always so impatient. But I suppose it makes no difference if you're shocked now or shocked later. You'll still be shocked. Okay, here goes. I gave birth to Danny's child.
Excuse me? Danny's child? Are we talking about my husband, Danny?
Yeah, can you believe it? He's 3 months already. A friend is taking care of him today. That's the reason I was snooping around, as you put it. It was only because I wanted to tell Danny the good news. But he never seems to be home, and I can't seem to catch him on his way back from the office.
Why are you telling me all this? What do you want me to do about it?
Pardon me? Not the reaction I was expecting, but anyhow. The normal thing to do is ask that you divorce Danny so he can be with his child, but... I'm not that mean-spirited, despite what you think of me.
Okay, what do you want?
What I'm trying to say is that I'm not demanding that you divorce him, but instead... I want you to pay me $3,000 a month child support.
Wait a sec. You want me to pay $3,000 a month in child support for a kid I have nothing to do with? And where did you come up with that amount? It seems a bit extreme.
But I'm being reasonable here. I'm not demanding you divorce Danny. I will endure the hardships of being a single mom just so you guys can maintain your happy marriage. Logical, don't you agree? You may think it's excessive, but considering the hardship of bringing up a child for years to come, It's a small price to pay. Besides, you're not working, right? You're a housewife. I'm sure divorce would spell disaster for you.
Actually, I am working.
Oh yeah, and also, I just happened to catch you in the act. A little incident where you brought a guy into the house when Danny was away.
A guy? What are you... Wait, are you talking about my brother?
Your brother? You have a brother?
After we heard that a suspicious woman was snooping around our house, my brother offered to come over for a few weeks. You know, as a bodyguard of sorts.
You sure know how to concoct a real whopper of a story. I can see right through it. Yeah, sure, big brother, a bodyguard. Please! Is that what you told your neighbors? So, with that said, I want $3,000 by the end of the week and on the first of every month going forward. Or else, I spill the beans about your sexual escapades with that guy. I know Danny makes in excess of $5,000 a month, so $3,000 is just a drop in the bucket for him. I'll send you my bank account info later, so I expect the first installment next week.
Hey, Danny. Got the latest. Got a line message from Sandy this afternoon.
Yikes. Are you serious? You didn't meet her face to face, did you?
No way. I want to avoid that as much as possible. She probably tried, but my brother's here, and he's keeping a close eye on any suspicious people snooping around. I'm so glad he's here.
Yeah, thank your brother for me. What a godsend.
You know what she thought? She thought my brother was my secret lover I was bringing into my home. Can you believe it?
You're not serious.
She apparently wants money from us.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I'll send you the whole line conversation. The gall of this woman. Seems like she really got her signals crossed somewhere along the line. And I kept the conversation simple and made sure I didn't give away any private details. But I just want you to know that I trust you completely. I know you didn't do anything wrong. So rest assured.
Thanks, I appreciate that. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I know. Pretty pathetic, right?
If the kid is 3 months old, that means I was meeting with Sandy about a year ago.
That's right. Just that alone throws cold water all over her little scheme. She probably sent that line message not knowing all the details, but...
I'm really sorry that this whole thing got blown out of proportion. I'll contact her folks and have them work it out with her.
You think that will end it all?
They apparently cut ties with her after we got divorced, but they said if she caused any trouble down the line, they said that I was welcome to call them for advice.
It's been 5 years, but I guess it would have hurt to try.
I'm sorry about all this, Kimmy. I hope you'll be a little more patient while I sort things out. I'll talk to my boss and see if I can get home. I can tell him it's an urgent family matter.
That would be great. Take care.
Hey, Kimmy, you there? I should be home in about 30 minutes.
There you are. Okay, I'll be here.
Oh, and I have a surprise guest with me.
A surprise guest. Now who could that be?
I got his advice about this little matter we have. And he offered to help, and he's with me right now. I'll introduce you to him when I get home.
All right, be careful coming home. Hey, Sandy. Can we talk?
Kimmy, I was just going to contact you. It's been a week since we last talked about that deposit. Did you get that done? I sent you the bank details right afterward. You got it, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I tried depositing it today, but got an error. Could we meet in person, and then I can hand over the cash directly? What do you say?
Huh? What are you talking about? An error?
Yeah, not sure what the problem was. Tried it over and over. No dice. I can withdraw money, no problem. But when I try depositing, it just freezes up for some reason. I have the cash on me now. Why don't you hop on over here? And I'll hand it directly to you. How's that? I'll just hand it to you at the front door. You know where I live, right? It'll just take a minute.
Kind of a hassle, but yeah, okay. I'm on my way.
Sandy? You there? Would you stop hiding in our closet, for God's sake?
Why the hell is my father here? And even, Danny, what's he doing here? Hey, and where's my 3,000 bucks? You promised to hand it over.
Sorry, don't have it. Simply used as bait to lure you over here, and you fell for it.
Excuse me? Why?
Your whole story? We know all about what really happened.
Pardon me? What are you talking about? No what? Like I said from the very beginning, the kid is Danny's, and that's a fact.
You say your kid is 3 months old. That would mean Danny would have been with you a year or so ago. But that doesn't make sense because he was away on a business trip then. He wasn't in the country for like 2 years. And just so you're aware, I work remote, so I was with him overseas the whole time. We only returned 2 months ago. But Danny had to take care of the other business projects, so he wasn't able to come home with me.
What? Excuse me?
He's staying in the city at a monthly apartment hotel until they find someone to replace him. We decided that I should return ahead and get the new house ready. We still don't have furniture or any kitchen items. The house was only finished a month ago.
That's why I was never able to meet with Danny.
Looks like you're starting to see the picture. That kid you say is Danny's? Actually, he's your lover's baby, right?
No, that's not true. He's really...
Sorry, Sandy. It's all common knowledge now. We checked up on you. There's no denying it.
Are you serious? You checked up on me?
The reason why you tried to swindle us out of $3,000 a month was because after you divorced Danny, you immediately remarried. But soon after your husband caught you cheating on him, and he ended up divorcing you, that was about a month ago. You had to pay him a settlement on a monthly basis. Your intention was to use part of that $3,000 to pay your ex off and use the rest for living expenses. Today was supposed to be your first payday. Figured I dangled that $3,000 in front of you, you'd come running.
You set me up! How could you, you swindler?
I don't deserve that from a cheat like you.
A cheat, huh? Look who's talking. That gives me no other option but to spill my guts about your husband. If I'm going down, I'm going to drag you down with me. I have a photo of you sneaking a guy into the house. A photo does not lie. You asked for this. You should have never set me up like you did.
Are you talking about the guy you said I was having sexual escapades with?
Yeah, that's right. The short-haired, muscular guy. Just your type. I'm pretty sure I heard you call him Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. That's my brother.
Don't start that again. That's the silly excuse I've ever heard.
What can I say? He's my brother. How else can I explain it? You probably don't know him because he went to a private school out of state. He only came home occasionally. But since graduating, we have normal family ties. Danny knows as well. One look at that photo you have and it will clarify everything. Let's see the photo already.
Are you serious? He's your brother?
Yep, I can call it and have him come over if you like. As for your kid, your folks said that they will raise them as their own.
Who told them they could do that? Besides, my child support payments. What happens to that?
I have no idea. Well, now that we know your little scheme has been shut down, would you please get the hell out of our closet?
No, I'm not coming out.
Kinda ingenious the way you broke the handle off so we can't pull it open from the outside. Suppose we're just going to have to come in another way. Oh yeah, that closet? It's not a walk-in type, it's a walk-through type. There's another door on the other side.
What? Another?
When I opened the closet door on the other side, she gave out a blood-curdling scream. She dropped to the floor crying her eyes out, begging for forgiveness as her father dragged her off. Once outside, there was a black van sitting outside. First, I thought it was one of those ambulances from the psychiatric ward. But turns out it was owned by a construction company, run by her father's friend. They apparently found her a live-in job at a construction site somewhere up in Alaska. Once she heard she was headed up north to some off-the-grid installation, her face just dropped. I heard this place is like a prison. Some say it's the Siberian gulag of the US. Don't tell anyone, but I couldn't help but smile when I saw her face as she sat in the back of that van as it drove away. The total despair on her face was, how can I put this, memorable.
Hey Jesse, I need you to leave the house for a while. My band's coming over and we need to practice.
Oh, David. Hello. How are you? I'm good, thanks for asking.
Yeah, hello, whatever. Look, I need you to go now. Band will be over soon, so I need to place it myself so that we can rehearse properly, which means you need to leave.
I kind of can't right now. I'm very busy.
Like, now? Busy doing what? Messing around on your laptop again? You can do that anywhere. I mean, what do you even do all day? Because you always say that you're busy, but as far as I can tell, you're not actually doing anything. You sit on your laptop all day, every day, probably just browsing social media or something.
How could you even say that? I'm working incredibly hard. Just because I don't go out to an office every day or work a normal 9 to 5 doesn't mean that my job isn't important or difficult.
How hard can sitting at home in your pajamas be?
Oh, and practicing with your band every week is difficult? Huh? You don't even do any gigs, so I have no clue how you're getting paid.
Whoa. Being in a band is an incredibly difficult job. Plus, I'm the lead singer and frontman, so I have even more work to do.
Oh yeah? Doing what?
Like arranging the practices and the gigs that we do. That's right, we do gigs.
I hardly think that performing at the same pub every week for free beers counts as a gig. You don't even get paid for it.
Whatever. Look, you need to move your fat butt out of the house so that me and my friends can rehearse in peace. Nobody wants to be distracted by your ugly face wandering around the place. Got it?
What? I'm not fat or ugly.
Wanna bet? Because I have 3 bandmates who would say otherwise.
I know I'm not either of those things, and I'm not going to justify myself to you or your stupid friends. I don't need their validation to know that I am perfect the way I am.
Uh-huh, great. Good for you, Uggo. But you still need to get lost so that I can practice.
You can't just kick me out of my home whenever you feel like it.
Why not? It's not like you contribute anything to the place. In fact, you're more of a freeloading drain of resources, if anything.
I might be living at home temporarily, but I'm definitely not freeloading. I pay more than my fair share of the bills and rent. Not to mention I buy all of my own food and do pretty much everything for myself, like the washing and stuff. Unlike you, all you do is laze around at home, making a mess and expecting mom to clean up after you. You don't even pay her any money towards the bills.
Ugh, whatever.
Actually, yeah. What does mom have to say about all of this? Surely she's not happy at being kicked out of her own home. And she won't like the fact that you're doing it to me either.
I'm not kicking mom out. She's going out with some of her friends, and she honestly doesn't care if I kick you out or not.
Huh? Yes, she does. I'm her daughter.
That literally means nothing to her. She does not care in the slightest.
Yes, she does.
Ask her yourself. You'll see I'm right.
Fine, I will. And I'll prove you wrong. Hey, Mom. Sorry to bother you, but David is trying to kick me out of the house. He says that I need to leave because his band needs to practice. But I have a load of work that I need to get done, and I really can't afford to waste time going out just to please David. Can you talk to him for me? Please?
Jesse, I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. I do not care about you and your brother's petty squabbles. I'm not going to talk to him for you. You are a big girl now, so you can deal with things yourself.
But Mom...
No! Stop being so petty. It's not an attractive trait. Besides, David told me all about your so-called work. You sit around doing nothing all day and leeching off of my kindness and allowing you to live with me. I don't like people wasting my time. So, listen to your brother and get out of the house. At least he's trying to do something productive with his time and his life.
What I am doing is productive. I'm trying to get my college degree online whilst I work my regular job on a daily basis. I literally have no time to myself as I'm using it all to study and work.
Oh, so now you're saying that you're better than me and your brother? You're trying to make us seem like the horrible, lazy ones, huh? God, you are so selfish, Jesse. You literally don't care about anyone but yourself, do you? You should be ashamed of yourself. I know I'm embarrassed to have you as a daughter.
How can you say that? I'm your daughter.
Well, Lord knows I didn't want you. Your father is the only reason I kept you, and now he's left me and I'm stuck with you.
I honestly can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I thought moms were supposed to love their children.
Yeah, well, now you know that they don't have to.
Well, great. Thanks. The feeling's beginning to become mutual.
I honestly don't care if you like me or not. Your brother is my favorite anyway.
Clearly, considering he doesn't contribute to the house or bills at all, and you still dote upon him as if he's a toddler.
He doesn't contribute anything yet because he's trying to get his band noticed and signed. Once he gets an agent and he becomes famous, David's already promised to look after me. He even said that I would be able to quit my job.
Do you honestly believe that David is going to become famous with his band?
Well, he's got a much better chance of becoming rich and famous than you do of graduating college. You're definitely not smart enough for that.
What?
You heard me. So if you want to continue living at my house, you need to do as you're told and get out so your brother can practice. Got it? Now stop bothering me. I'm trying to have a fun night out with my friends.
You'd honestly kick me out just to please David?
Yes.
God, I can't wait until I can move out.
Yeah, well, you can't yet, so just shut up and do as you're told. And don't text me again. I won't answer it.
So, I suspect you'll be leaving for the evening? My friends are getting here at 7, so make sure you're gone before then.
You don't even know what Mom said.
I know that I'm Mom's favorite, so of course she's gonna side with me.
It's so not fair. I actually contribute to the house whilst you do nothing, and yet I'm the one who gets pushed aside?
Yeah. Now, hurry up and leave. Oh, also, I have no clue how long it'll take us to practice, so you might want to find somewhere else to stay tonight.
What?
You heard me, honestly. Are you sure you're my older sister with only a college education? Make sure I don't see you around here again.
You know what? Got it. Wishing you the best in life.
Huh?
I'm sick and tired of you and Mom bullying me. So I'll find somewhere else to live and make my own way in life. Goodbye, David. After tonight, you won't hear from me again.
As if. You'll be begging to come back before you know it.
We'll see. Hey, Robin. Sorry to message so late. Are you about?
Hey, Jess. Yeah, what's up?
Things have kind of gotten bad at my house. My mom and David are just constantly bullying me, and I can't deal with it anymore. I was wondering if I could crash in your spare bedroom until I find a place of my own.
Of course you can. I can't believe they're doing that to you. Although I've always thought that they're kind of mean.
You don't even know the half of it. On the upside, I should finally be able to finish off my college course. Once I've graduated, I'll finally be able to pursue the job I truly want.
That's great to hear. I'm really proud of you. You've worked so hard for this.
Thanks, Robin.
To be honest, I can't believe that 3 years have passed already. I remember when you first started that course. Now you're almost a qualified lawyer. Although, given the fact that you absolutely love to argue with anyone and everyone, I think you'll make a pretty good lawyer. Those criminals don't stand a chance against you.
You really think so?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Well, it's just that my mom and David have told me so many times that I'm a useless nobody and that I won't amount to anything. And I know that I shouldn't listen to them, but I don't know. Sometimes it just gets to me, you know?
Now, you listen to me. Your family is kind of rubbish, okay? So you need to just ignore every single thing that they say. You are one of the most amazing people that I have ever known. And your determination, hard work, and intelligence is going to get you very far. You are definitely not useless, and you are going to make something massive of yourself. You're going to be the best lawyer there ever was. If anyone is going to amount to nothing, it's your useless brother. He's not going to go very far because he doesn't actually apply himself. So if you're still worried about not doing very well in life, just remember, as long as you're doing better than David, then you're doing just fine. Besides, I would never just abandon you. You're my best friend, so if you ever needed help, then you know that I would be there for you.
Thanks, Robin. You have no clue how much that helps me. I honestly see you as my sister, and to know that you support me as much as you do honestly means the world to me.
I think of you as my sister too. And you know I support you in everything you do. Just like I know you would support me.
Of course I would. If you need me for absolutely anything, I will always be there for you.
Thanks, Jay. Now, hurry up and get your butt over here. We've got some scary movies to watch and a tub of ice cream to eat.
I'll be right there.
Hello? Is this Jesse?
Hello? Who is this?
It's David, your brother. I know it's been a while since we last spoke. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. I'm good too, by the way.
Great.
Well, I say good. There are a few things I actually need help with. If you'd be able to.
There it is.
There what is?
I knew the only reason you were texting me was to try and get your hands on my money.
No, I'm not. I just wanted to check in on you.
Uh-huh.
It's true. I heard that you became a lawyer, one of the best in the country, and I know that can be quite a taxing and difficult job to do, so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Well, I'm fine. Thanks.
Good. So, I hear lawyers get paid quite a bit.
We do.
Well, with all that money hanging around, I don't suppose you have some to spare? Just a little bit so that I can try and pay this dude to produce my band's songs. Better yet, if you know some famous people from your job, maybe you could introduce me and my band to them?
I could, but I won't. Not for you, anyway.
Huh? But you don't understand. I need some money so that I can buy a place to live. Living with Mom is driving me crazy.
You still live with Mom?
Well, yeah, my band hasn't taken off yet, so I can't afford to get my own place, but you can help me now. You're my big sister after all.
Wow. Well, that's a hard no. I'm not going to buy you a house simply because you demand it of me.
Don't be so selfish. You've got loads of money. You can spare a bit for a decent house for me.
After the way you and Mom treated me, I wouldn't spare you a penny.
Are you still upset about that?
You effectively kicked me out of my home when I had nowhere else to go. What kind of family does that?
Well, it did you some good. Look at where you are now. We motivated you to work hard. If anything, you owe us half of your fortune for what we did for you.
You've not changed one bit. Still as selfish and self-centered as ever.
I'm not the one hoarding loads of money to myself and refusing to help you further your career.
I don't hoard it, actually. I pay my bills like normal people, and if I have a bit spare at the end of the month, I'll give it to charities. You know, to people who actually need the help and not someone who's just being selfish and thinking of themselves.
Are you seriously not going to give me anything? We're family.
No, we're not. You might be my brother by blood, but you're not my family. I've made a new family out of friends who truly love me and would be there for me through thick and thin. They wouldn't just abandon me or kick me out the second they felt like it. How about instead of demanding something that you've done nothing to earn, you focus on making yourself a better person and getting a job? Because you're not getting a penny from me.
I hate you. I mean, here you are with loads of money. You're basically rich and you're not willing to share with your family? How selfish is that? You don't deserve all that money. The least you could do is give some to me.
Excuse you? I don't deserve what I have? I'll have you know that I spent years of my life working towards my dream of becoming a good lawyer. I did my college degree online so that I could work at the same time. I then did years as an intern at a law firm whilst also studying for my master's degree. I have worked so incredibly hard to get to where I am, and I will not have you trying to bring me down and discredit what I've done. I deserve everything I have, and I won't feel bad for it because I worked for it, unlike you.
I seriously hate you.
I'm sure you do, but I don't care. I've got a great life, and I'm not going to let you ruin that. So this is goodbye. Don't try and contact me again because I won't respond. Have a good life, David. I hope you eventually learn how to empathize and think of others. You never know. You might actually see good things start happening to you. After that, I blocked David on every social media platform that I could think of. Whilst he might have been my brother, I knew that he would never respect me and I didn't want that kind of toxicity in my life. I knew I deserved better than that. Just because someone is related to you by blood, it doesn't make them family. Someone who is a part of your family will be there for you through the good times and the more difficult times, and they will support and help you through it all, like Robin did for me. So just remember that you can choose who your family is, and that they don't have to be related to you for you to do so. I eventually met a man who later became my husband. He was another lawyer, and we got along amazingly. We are both passionate about our jobs, and we love to help people who deserve it. After dating for a little while, we decided to start our own family. We now have 2 wonderful children. I treat my children with love and respect, which I wish my own mother had treated me with, and I make sure that they do the same for each other as well. As for my mother and my brother, I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. The last I heard was that David's band split up as they were having no luck in getting signed or becoming famous. I think David now works in the bar where he would occasionally play, and I'm pretty sure he still lives at home with my mom. However, I have never tried to get back in contact with either of them, as they would not contribute anything positive to my life. So I can only hope they came to realize the errors of their ways and tried to better themselves and their behavior towards others.